Almost 350,000 U.S. teenagers under the age of 18 become pregnant each year. Approximately 82% of these pregnancies are unintended. 55% of pregnant teenagers give birth, 14% have miscarriages, and 31% have abortions. The Alan Guttmacher Institute, AGI, Special Report, U.S. Teenage Pregnancy Statistics, with comparative statistics for women aged 20 to 24, 1999, many states have considered or adopted laws that would prevent teens under 18 from obtaining an abortion unless they involve a parent or go to court. These laws take two forms. Some require a clinic or physician to obtain the consent of a teen's parents before the teen's abortion, others require parents to be notified before the procedure. Although everyone hopes that teens can turn to their parents when faced with an unintended pregnancy, and in fact most teens do so, laws preventing teens from obtaining health care unless they can talk to a parent put their health and safety at risk and do not increase family communication. Most teens voluntarily involve their parents in their abortion decision. A majority of minors who have abortions do so with at least one parent's knowledge. Based on a national survey of more than 1,500 unmarried minors having abortions in states without parental involvement laws, 61% of young women discuss the decision to have an abortion with at least one of their parents. The younger the teen, the more likely she was to have voluntarily discussed the abortion with her parent. In fact, 90% of minors under 15 involved a parent in their decision to have an abortion. A majority of teens who did not talk to a parent turned to another trusted adult. Stanley K. Henshaw and Catherine Cost, Parental Involvement in Minors' Abortion Decisions, 24 Family Planning Perspectives 196, 200, 1992. Most teens who do not involve a parent have very good reasons for not doing so. The minority of teens who do not voluntarily consult a parent generally have good reasons not to. Many come from families where such an announcement would only exacerbate an already volatile or dysfunctional family situation. One study showed that 22% of teens who did not tell a parent about their abortion decision feared that, if they told their parents, they would be kicked out of the house. More than 8% feared that they would be physically abused because their parents had beaten them before. Of those who did not tell a parent, 12% did not live with either parent and 14% had parents who abused drugs or alcohol. For example, one of the very first teens who was forced to notify a parent under Colorado's parental notice law was kicked out of her home when her mother learned of the pregnancy. Her mother took the money the teen had saved for the abortion and threatened to disown her if she went through with the procedure. When the teen called the clinic to reschedule her appointment, she was living in a friend's car. Far from strengthening her family and helping her make an informed decision, the law ruined her relationship with her mother and left her homeless with an unwanted pregnancy. Her experience is far from unique. Governmental intrusion into family relationships doesn't create stronger families for teens who feel they cannot safely turn to their parents. Government coercion doesn't change anything. There is no evidence that mandating parental involvement actually increases the rate at which teens tell their parents about their pregnancies and planned abortions. Robert W. M. Bloom, et al., The Impact of a Parental Notification Law on Adolescent Abortion Decision-Making, 77 American Journal of Public Health 619, 620, 1987, as the New Jersey Supreme Court found when it held that state's parental notice law unconstitutional. A law cannot transform a household with poor lines of communication into a paradigm of the perfect American family. Planned Parenthood v. Farmer, 762 A2D 620, 637, NJ. 2000, mandating parental involvement jeopardizes teenagers' health. Teens already are more likely than older women to have later abortions, and restricting teens' access to abortion only causes further delays. For example, following enactment of Missouri's parental consent law, the proportion of second trimester abortions among minors increased by 17%. AGI calculations based on data from Vicki Howell Pearson, Missouri's parental consent law and teen pregnancy outcomes, 22 women in health 47, 53, 1995. While abortion is safer than childbirth, later abortions entail more medical risks and are more difficult to obtain because they are more expensive and fewer doctors perform them. In addition, because mandating parental involvement in a teen's abortion decision can prevent teens from getting the abortions they want, it can lead to teens suffering the physical, emotional, educational, economic, and social costs of teenage childbearing. The leading medical groups oppose mandating parental involvement because these laws put teens' health and safety at risk and do not create better families. All of the major medical organizations, including the American Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the Society for Adolescent Medicine.